We're back. We had an abrupt dead end because of I don't know what happened, honestly. The PSN went down for a minute or something. I don't know. Either way, we're back. So let's get right back into it. But I'm not going to talk much for this one because I'm letting my headset charge for a little while. For at least a couple hours, so I'm going to minimize talking as much as possible for this stream.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Whoa. Oh. Whoa.
Christ, pardon me.
Who are you? And what are you doing here, lad?
I'm Henry. I'm supposed to help you write a letter?
Oh, right. Kwiatoslav sent you, didn't he? And there's something you're supposed to tell us, though. Great.
First,
Well,
but you...
Of
All right.
Right. A nice, polite beginning. Greetings, Master Markhold. I hope you are in good health. And good spirits. And likewise, your wife.
Never mind his old woman. Right?
We can't mark...
He?
So...
I'm just...
Bollocks.
So...
Well...
Markhold.
And you...
He...
I'm writing... So, done.
We are...
You...
Would you...
All right.
Nah.
What's next?
To...
Why...
Will ne...
So, we...
Written.
Or let our...
The power.
That.
You did...
Let. Ah!
I and your... Why not?
He'll be...
Shut up.
You.
What was. Don't give me.
All right.
Us, so, selling rock...
Except you did. Don't what?
Of course. What do you.
As soon...
Once done.
Maybe...
Like.
We can't put yours...
With our regards. That's that.
Great. Give it to me so I can...
We are.
Can't we just leave it?
He knows too much.
I'd be no good, could I?
You must.
Fuck.
Why are you laughing? Have you gone mad?
You two want to kill me. Are you serious?
We've been breaking rocks all our life. Then
Maybe.
if I
Cut it.
What now? After.
For you...
are you
Well...
All right.
He lives at...
just
You don't... If it got... There'll be...
but if
And if...
All right.
I'm skipping because we did this one at earlier on in the last stream that we had, but I ended up having to reload because somehow we missed the tournament, so I had to go back before we accepted the quest. So now we basically are just speed running it right now, just getting it over with so I can continue with the other side quests and see where we go.
Come and take a gander. We've got it all.
what can you do, sir? Maybe next time.
Plates, big and small.
Jugs it. Quality goods here.
Verdammt hochnäsig.
Hochnäsig?
Was möchtest du?
What do you have for sale?
I hope you find... What you're looking for next time, good sir.
Greetings to you two.
Huh? Nothing to your liking, sir. My respects. Have a look at my ware.
Word about the...
Aye. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Come and take your pick. You wares.
Nice one. Interesting. Here, mutt.
The finest wares, quality goods.
Aye, aye. You silly doggy.
Tools are tools. Tools that will take you a fool.
You've no business here.
My respects. Take your pick.
Keep close
No
to
messing
the other.
around.
It's not safe.
Let's talk about...
Very well. I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
What? You've no business here.
Huh? Servus, guter Mann. What can I...
I'm looking for Master Markold.
Das bin ich. What do you want? Spit it out. I have no time to waste.
Come now. You've no right to be here. Out.
Some fella... Heads.
Give me... That's interesting. But what...
What's...
You? By the way...
Somewhere...
Ask it soon. Something...
If anything's missing, I know who to go and see. I'm going
it's
to
you.
check.
Sorry.
Apple, what are you doing, you whistler? Good soul. Help that poor beggar. Think of yourself, eh?
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
Tools! Iron tools!
Fine day for some fine wares. Come and take your pick.
Come and take your pick.
Whoa.
Keep close to others.
You must be Kviatoslav and Myslibor's mates, eh? You're free at last. I reckon you know where to go now, right?
Well, aye, we do. But who the hell are you?
A messenger, and a good Christian. I brought the message that secured your freedom.
Really? I owe you one then, pal.
Look, you can thank me later. Now we should all vanish quick, before Markol changes his mind about letting you go.
You're right. Are you going with us?
Sure. I'll go right along with you. I was promised something anyway.
I'd say you've earned it. I was beginning to think we were done for. Let's go then.
Right. Job done. Letter delivered. Markol didn't even get too angry.
I'm surprised. That fucker's a sneaky bastard who'd seize Jesus Christ himself, if he thought he'd have something out of it.
Well, I'd never have thought it of him. He just sat there smiling.
Smiling? Christ, laddie. That's a... What?
Ausgezeichnet. I found you at last. For a while I was afraid you'd escape.
Fuck. How did you find us, you bastard? Did you double-cross us, lad?
What? No, this isn't my fault.
Nobody had to double-cross anyone. I just had to have you secretly followed.
What?
Naja.
Now, kindly shut your mouth.
You at them!
Go to hell!
Master's trespassing! Done with you in a flash! Help me with him!
Die! You swine!
Don't spare him!
That's a lot of... blood!
Stop the bleeding.
That was a close shave.
Damned right it was. That bastard, he followed us to the camp. Here, lad, your reward. You deserve it.
I want more. I wrote the letter, delivered it, and parleyed. And fought here, too.
All right, here you are.
just pissing people off with your bullshit.
You can fuck yourself. I'll do whatever I want.
Enough! Damn it!
You're a dead man! Ah!
What are you doing?
I'm telling. Conrad's going to win the tournament.
I'll hack your arse off!
He doesn't
Don't
stand a
hit
chance.
Conrad.
My
wins
God,
every
a
time.
brawl!
Just look at him. He
Fucking
could cut
bastard!
you in half. Without even pulling his sword.
I'll be done with you in a flash.
That bad man.
Stand against the devil.
Put him in the stocks.
Young fella. No one stands a chance.
Have a kind master.
Shame on you.
League with the devil.
Who is it?
His name is.
Where did you get that new bench? Ours is all creaky, and I keep getting splinters from
Starting
it.
with a Z.
Nowhere.
They say
I made
he
it
soaks his
myself.
prick in booster blood before every fight.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time. I'm at your
Careful.
service, sir.
It isn't safe around here.
I'm sorry?
Great. That's a good one. Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Whoa, whoa.
Christ, take a bath. You look awful.
I'd like to use your service.
Certainly.
Tend to my...
I'll call.
I
I
apologise.
hope you'll only need a bath next time, sir. Those rooms are beautiful.
You silly dog.
Nice one.
Praise the Lord. I'm telling you, Conrad's gonna win the tournament.
And I'm telling you, easy, good horse. Slowly. Nice and slow.
Christ, Rose, mind where you're going.
Whoa!
Hey, where's that beer? A tankard of ale, thanks.
Greetings. What do you need?
I feel a lucky roll coming up. Shall we play?
What game would you like to play?
Emperors and nothing else.
Let's play.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
Thanks.
If I was you, I'd take it. I hope I'll throw higher. Mother of God, what are you punishing me for? Kurva! That was my favorite one.
I have a bit of
What game?
Emperors and nothing else.
Let's play.
I'm really surprised you challenged me. I don't like to lose. Well, you're not afraid of anything. Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything.
Come on.
Innkeeper, what's taking so long?
One more time. Why'd I even start playing? Aye, that'll do. These ones here. Damn! What's this? My God, what a fuck up again! Why did I even wager it?
I'd like to play
What game would...
courtiers.
Let...
Come on then, show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time. No great loss. It wasn't that good anyway. These ones here. Damn it! That can't be. It just can't be.
I have a bit of coin.
What game would...
Nice.
Let's play?
Maybe you're not playing for the first time, but you can't beat me. So that's your plan, is it? Finished. Your turn. Kurva! Why do I even play? And the badge is bloody gone.
I have a bit of...
What?
Now how...
Let's...
hope you don't throw like that again. These ones here... Aye, that'll do.
Christ, what's the hold-up?
My God, I'm done.
Hey, where's that beer?
Hey, innkeeper, that... What rotten luck. I won't get that one back.
How about...
What?
I actually don't want to...
What can I do for you?
Where can I find my room?
Easy.
You said you needed some help with something. What's going on?
Something's happened. Oh, a real mess. And I need help from someone reliable.
What is it?
When I was fishing around for information about Liechtenstein, I cast the net a bit too wide. And one of the servant girls I questioned was just found dead.
You think she was killed because of you?
I don't know. If I did, I wouldn't be asking you for help.
I'll help you. Tell me all about it. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She was an ordinary, pretty girl. She worked as a maid. I heard they found her all hacked up. Tossed somewhere by the town wall. Oh, folk in town are saying it was absolute slaughter. They took the body to the morgue by the St. Peter and St. Paul cemetery.
I'll go take a look at her. See if I can find anything.
I think that would be for the best. Though, I don't think it'll be a very pretty sight. You can ask the gravedigger for details. He'll know the most.
When did you last see the girl?
Around a week ago?
And did you notice anything suspicious about her?
Not at all. She was always cheerful, lively. She was looking forward to a dance. Though I'm afraid she won't be dancing ever again.
What was Alice trying to find out for you?
She always brought me the freshest gossip overheard from her master. And lately, what the other maids in town were saying.
And did you learn anything important from her? Something someone would kill her for?
That's the thing. All she brought me was gossip. Who was cheating on who wasn't going to confession, those sorts of things. So you'll have to figure out the rest for yourself.
What about your other girls? Are they all right?
Yes, fortunately. I'm careful enough to keep them pretty much in the dark about my plans. That's why Alice's death shocked me so much.
What are you going to do next?
I'd like to ask the others if they noticed anything suspicious. If someone is following them and the like, but...
But you don't want to scare them?
I'm scared myself. For them. Maybe nobody knows about them yet. If someone was to follow me, I could give them away. And I can't risk that. I don't want anyone else to die because of me.
What if I go and see them?
They don't know you, Henry. You'd only scare them. I'll figure something out. In the meantime, find out everything you can about Alice.
Do you think there could be something bigger behind the murder?
I don't know. Maybe she just got caught up in something. But it's strange. Why would someone do her like that? That's the kind of thing you do when you want to send someone a message.
Why did you ask me in particular for help?
Because you're the only one I know here.
Uh-huh.
But don't take it the wrong way. I'm actually glad it's you. You're pretty reliable. Not even Zhishka would be of much help to me here.
Uh-huh. Thanks. I know everything I need.
Good. Go to that graveyard, talk to the gravedigger, and take a look at that poor girl's body. In the meantime, I'll try to find out more. Then we'll put it all together, and I'll be damned if we can't come up with something.
Will you go?
I reckon I'll have a look first, and maybe next time I'll even fight. I've been taking lessons at the Fechthalle, and I've learned quite a bit already.
Oh, that's good. The town needs strong, brave men who take part.
Slowly.
You have a kind mind.
Nice and slow.
Whoa! Are you deaf? I'm not giving you a tank.
Look, man, for the last time, hand it over.
I don't have a grosh into my name. What are you going to do about it?
You don't have the coin?
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow. Easy. Good horse.
We're on. Listen to the wind. 5 steps forward and 4 back. I can't light it. The kid's pissed on the wick. 5 steps forward, 4 back.
Maybe next time I'll even fight. I've been taking lessons at the Fechthalle, and I've learned quite a bit already.
Oh, that's good. The town needs strong, brave men who can take up arms and not just the tools of their trade. These days, we need to rely on ourselves. The lords won't protect us.
That sort of talk.
So, let's see what we have here. My God! Someone really did a number on her. Oh, they ripped open her entire belly. And they didn't stop there. There must have been buckets of blood. Jesus Christ. There's hardly any blood left in her. The place I found her must look like a slaughterhouse. I should go there and take a look. Her lips are bloody, but nothing more. Tongue still in place. But if he killed her for blabbing, I reckon he'd have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? These are more like chops than cuts. Somebody must have taken a sword to her. Knife wounds would be smaller, and an axe would have made a bigger mess. But it couldn't have been a long sword. That would have been clumsy. It was something shorter and nimbler. God, that madman cut off both her breasts and bits of flesh. But what did he do with it all afterwards? Did he really keep all the pieces? Nobody could be that sick, could they? Her face is a little bruised and cut, but nobody cut her there. But she has a dark ring around her neck. Was she strangled? The murderer must have had pretty strong hands, and her hair is all matted with blood and hacked off. I don't even know what colour it was. Maybe there's something more to it. What if the murderer kept her hair like some kind of sick trophy? Just some scratches and bruises, that's all. The killer probably surprised her. She didn't even have time to defend herself. So, the murderer must have awfully strong hands, because he strangled her and left a dark ring around her neck. Then he took a short sword or saber and started hacking at her. She's missing parts of her torso, but they aren't by the body. He also cut off most of her hair. He cut off her breasts, but left her tongue, then left her lying there for all to see. To send a message, maybe? Or a warning? Only if it was a warning for telltales, he would have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? I don't know why he killed her, but I don't think it's because of Catherine.
Okay, I wasn't gonna get my headset, but this is getting crazy. What the heck is happening here? Murder mystery, I love those. That's some of my favorite parts in The Witcher.
Be careful.
You must be the local gravedigger.
That's right. They call me František. At least them that can speak do. Ha!
I'm Henry.
Greetings, Henry. What do you need?
That dead girl you have in the morgue. Alice.
You've seen her? Poor thing. Who could have done such a thing?
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out. Do you know anything about her?
She's gone to meet her maker. What more do you want to know? You want to take away a piece of her? Well, you can't. Not a hair off her head, a bloody scrap of cloth, or a thumb. You hear?
I don't want to take anything. I need to find something out.
Like what exactly?
Who killed her?
Why?
I'm in service of the Lords of Lipa. I'm to find out who was responsible for this murder.
What do the Lords of Lipa care about a dead girl?
Truth be told, not much. But it's at the request of her master.
Ah, that makes more sense. At least someone is trying to sort this out. The others weren't so lucky. It's true that Lumiere ain't shown no interest in her yet. I wouldn't expect that from him no more.
Who's this Lumiere? Another one of those gawkers and collectors?
No. He actually tried to help.
Help? How?
Well, he was investigating them others.
Right. You said she wasn't the first.
Aye. We had a couple of similar cases. Lumiere said they was all killed by the same murderer.
And who is this Lumiere?
He used to work for the local bailiff. I think he knew the first one what was killed, but that was a long time ago.
Do you remember how many girls were killed?
You mean you don't know nothing about it? Here, even the sparrows are squawking about it.
I haven't been in Kuttenberg very long.
I see. There's been one every few weeks for the past year.
Do you know where the last one got killed?
I heard some talk about it when they brought her here. But what do you want to do there?
Look for clues. Footprints, blood, anything.
That can help you?
That's worth a try.
I heard she was killed by the town walls, close to the Hole in the Wall, a dodgy tavern in the Hoprink neighborhood.
Thanks. What's this Lumiere got to do with this?
Well, like I told you, he used to work for the bailiff. I think he was a scribe.
A scribe keeps records in the Black Chronicle, though I've never heard of one doing his own investigations.
Well, the old bailiff wasn't all that interested in the common folk. But Lumiere, he was quite helpful. Folk heard about it and went to him with whatever was troubling them.
I'd like to speak with Lumiere. Do you know where I can find him?
At his home in Bohemia Street, that's near the church. You won't find him at the bailiff's no more. I don't know exactly why, though. Seems he had some quarrel with the bailiff.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
It's my pleasure, especially helping someone from the land of the living again. Actually, wait a mo. Speaking of the living, there's a girl what comes here and grieves over that dead maid. I think her name is Barbara.
And do you know where I could find her?
She said she serves in one of the burgers' houses, so either there or in the morgue with that poor dead girl.
Thanks again, Master Gravedigger.
Slowly. Nice and slow.
Whoa!
Easy, good horse.
Whoa!
This is the place. There's a lot of blood and some footprints. I'm not sure how much more I'll be able to find. Christ, that's a lot of blood. But after seeing what they did to the girl, I'm not surprised. I'm not sure I'll be able to find any remains. I wonder what happened to them. I can't make anything out of this. The whole town's been walking around here. There could have been one killer or a dozen. I'm surprised I haven't completely trampled out the blood. It's hard to make out, but I think I see some slashing from a blade. So, there's still a lot of blood left, but I expected even more. I found some faint blade marks. Either the others were trampled out, or someone skilled was wielding it. It didn't look to me like any remains were left lying around. I've no idea what he did with them. Did he keep them or throw them away?
sending him there. What are you talking about? It's gospel. They say she's a man. The old man is not to it.
Are you Barbara? I'm told you knew Alice.
Alice? Aye. She was almost like a sister to me. We served together for years, in the same house. Why'd you ask? Who are you?
I'm trying to find out who did this to her. I'm afraid the killer might want to go after my friend as well.
Ah, I understand.
Who did you serve?
Our master is a local merchant. He is trying his hand at trading wine.
How did Alice get along with your master?
Fine. Just like with everyone. Our master is a bit strict, but he's fair.
What's his name? Can I speak to him?
Why? But you can't see him anyway. He's on a trade trip to Prague.
It occurred to me that maybe he could have done it.
He couldn't. He was gone when it happened. He hadn't been home in several weeks. And besides, why would he kill them others too? He never even knew them.
I heard about that. And also about Lumir.
Well, if you're interested, go and see him. Maybe you'll catch him sober enough to talk sense.
Do you know of any suitors she might have had?
I know she was seeing someone. Why?
I'd like to talk to him as well.
But I don't know who it was. Alice said he was rich and dressed nicely. But she promised him she'd never tell anyone his name.
And you never saw him?
No, never. I don't even know where she met with him.
Do you know what exactly happened to Alice?
No. Nobody saw or heard nothing. One day she just didn't come home. And then they found her. Like this.
It's awful what they did to her.
She was such a pretty girl. And that beautiful brown hair of hers. It didn't even leave that untouched. Who could have cut off her hair like that? And why? None of it makes sense.
So, I'll leave you to mourn in peace now.
Are you whistling at me? I'm not interested.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Whoa, whoa.
Don't you dare cause any trouble.
Relax. I'm not doing anything wrong. Lumir?
Oh. Christ, my head. Not so loud.
I need to ask you something.
I said not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
That's some hangover. He's useless to me like this. Unless I'm willing to wait for him to sleep it off, I'll have to get him some kind of cure or potion. This should sober him up. Here. Drink up.
Better?
What? Who... What are you doing here? Who are you?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want from me?
I'm trying to find out who killed a certain girl. And I was sent to you.
To me? What for?
Are you Lumiere from the Rat House? The scribe?
I used to be. Now I'm just Lumiere the Madman.
Well, you don't look crazy.
Yeah. But I am. I see things in my head that aren't real. And then I point my finger at the wrong people. I'm the biggest madman in Kuttenberg.
But I need your help.
If I were you, lad, I'd leave it be. You can't help that girl anymore, anyway. You'll just end up hurting yourself.
Come now, Lumiere.
Poor girls. Nobody was all that interested in it, except for me. We let it be in the end. We let a monster walk among us. No way. You can't solve this yourself.
I'm not doing it for myself. I'm afraid he might kill one of my friends.
A friend, eh? That's not good. Not good at all. I searched high and low. And what did I get out of it? Just mockery. What makes you think you can find out more than I did?
Because I know people, and can easily convince them. In the end, they spill their guts.
Is that so? What about me? Do you think I'll spill my guts too?
A moment ago you were moaning in pain, and now you're deliberating whether or not to tell me what you know.
All right. Talk to me. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She worked as a maid.
A maid? That fits. Yarka was a maid too. As were most of the other victims. What did she look like? What did he do to her?
I think that he strangled her first, and then went at her with a longer blade and disemboweled her.
Did you notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while. Maybe you really will track him down.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled and then mutilated. If it's not all the same person, they must be collaborating somehow.
This is the 6th one. How long has he been killing?
Probably about a year now. Sometimes it takes him months, sometimes weeks. But I'm including missing girls, Stanya and Zdena.
Why are you counting the missing girls?
Because I think someone killed them, and we just haven't found them yet.
Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background, no. I couldn't find much.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor, and nobody will miss them?
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no stone would be left unturned.
But why does he even kill in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he hates women. Damn it. I feel like I'm going in circles and can't get out.
What can you tell me about Yarka?
She wasn't the first. But thanks to her, people started taking an interest. She was a maid in a German family. By all accounts, she was a pious, polite girl. She was orphaned as a child. The priest from the Church of St. Peter and Paul, Father Prokop, raised her. They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of town. She was cut all the way from her neck downwards. An awful sight to behold.
Did you have any suspects?
At first, I thought the son from that family did it. A murderer is usually someone close, you know. But then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remembered the 2 girls before her who ended up almost the same. Besides that, when I talked to the lad, he seemed he wasn't the least bit interested in Yarka. Then his mother told me that they threw her out a week before the murder because she was a harlot who stayed out till all hours of the night. That really surprised me, because Father Prokop had vouched for her good reputation. But who knows? Maybe he just didn't want to admit what had become of her.
What about Stanya?
She was an alehouse wench in a tavern of ill repute called the Hole in the Wall.
You said her body was never found. Maybe she just got out of town.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe that. Only there was a lot of blood. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful. The hole is a world of its own, and the people there aren't very forthcoming with information.
Did you suspect anybody?
You could suspect every second man there. Those people have nothing but thievery and deceit in their eyes. The innkeeper, Mole, definitely knew Stanya, since she worked for him. But he isn't all that chatty either.
So if I want to learn anything more, I have to ask this Mole? In the hole?
Yeah. He still runs the place.
And what about that Zdena? You said her body was never found.
Exactly. But to tell the truth, nobody spent much time looking for it. Besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim. It's only been a few weeks since she went missing, but I suppose nobody wanted to do any more digging.
But if her body was never found, how do you know she was killed?
Because she was the same type as the other girls. Maybe the prettiest of them all. Young, beautiful. A real live one. Lively as the devil. She was a thief. A pickpocket. I never could pin it on her, though. She always found some way to get out of it.
Maybe she robbed the wrong people and had to get out of town.
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name of Strunad. Quite a number. He's always sitting in the hole, boozing. When I asked him about Zdena, he told me he'd rather rip his own tongue out than talk.
Do you think he'd be more forthcoming with me?
He might be. You're not known all over town like a catchpole. It's worth a try. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory. That would be a great help.
And what about the other two victims?
It all started with them, though nobody did much about it at the time. The first one worked as a bathhouse maid. They called her Chestnut. She'd only been in town for a short while, and nobody really knew her. So I couldn't find out anything more. But the other one, Libushka, she was from Loretz. She was a maidservant, too. I also talked to her mother. She said she was really cheerful and outgoing. There were lots of suitors circling around her, but she refused them all. She knew she was pretty, and knew she could do better than some farmhand.
You mean she wanted someone higher up?
That's what it sounded like. But her mother never found out who she had her eye on.
Interesting. I'll try to see what else I can find out from the mother. Where can I find her?
In the graveyard, lad. The poor woman died of grief. It's sad to say, but we can't help those two dead girls now. And they can't help us with our investigation either. There's nobody else left who could tell us anything about them.
Why were you looking into it? Who were those dead girls to you?
I don't know what people told you about me, but for many long years I was a scribe for Kuttenberg's bailiff. Kuttenberg is a big city with a lot of people. Silver, silver, silver. Mining it, smelting it, stealing it. There's always something going on. The bailiff was always running from hell to Hades, from one rich man to another, settling their quarrels. Often trivial nonsense.
But there are more than just rich burghers and lords in the city.
Exactly. There are common folk, too. There's a lot more of them, and their troubles are usually more serious. So when one of them came to the bailiff's one time, and the bailiff was running around somewhere, I started to deal with it myself. I was pretty good at it, too.
Behind the bailiff's back?
Not really. Andreas supported my activities until recently.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. Sorry.
Did you have any suspects back then?
You can always find some suspect. I always dragged the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force. And they threw up at the sight. Or fainted.
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting? Vomiting? That's hard to act. I'd swear none of them did it.
All right. It seems I know everything I need to know. It seems there's some killer on the loose here. He murders brunette girls and disfigures their bodies. His first victim was apparently the maid Yarka. I'll go and question her guardian, Father Prokop. Another two possible victims of the same killer are Stanya and Zdena. They both hung around a dodgy tavern called the Hole in the Wall.
There has to be some hidden connection between these cases. I hope you'll find it, since I couldn't.
I hope so. Otherwise we won't have anything to go on.
When you learn something more, stop by and see me. You've aroused a bit of hope in me, lad. I hope you won't disappoint me.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Alright, so this is getting interesting. Let's go talk to the father first, since he's the closest one to us. And then we'll go to the hole in the wall and see what's going on there.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
Do you still have any of your children?
I'll fucking hurt you, so help me.
Whoa, whoa.
Get that horse under control.
Ow! Are you trying to run me over, you idiot?
God grant you health.
God bless. Good day to you. What brings you here?
Father, I need to ask you a few questions.
I don't have time for theological discussions, my son.
That's not why I'm here. My name's Henry, and I wanted to ask about the murder that happened recently. Someone killed and gutted a young maidservant, and left her body lying by the city walls. And I hear it's not the first time this has happened.
Another one murdered. May the Lord grant her eternal rest. Why is it you ask?
Somebody is murdering maids here. We have to put an end to it.
Yes, but those poor souls are already at God's side. And revenge never...
I don't want revenge. I want to stop more killing. That's a better reason, isn't it?
True enough. What do you need to know?
One of the other victims was a girl named Yarka. But I reckon you know that, don't you? What can you tell me about her?
About Yarka? She was an ordinary girl. She served the von Groll family.
Where did you know Yarka from?
I knew her since she was a little girl. Knew her family.
And?
I was her uncle. When my brother and his wife died, I took care of her.
You raised her? A priest with a child?
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not the first of the clergy to have a child on the side. But at least everyone knew Yarka wasn't my own daughter.
No offense, but how did you know what to do? Without a wife, without a family? I would have been lost.
I was a bit, son. When she was smaller, it was fine, but when she grew up a bit, maybe I was too hard on her.
How does that even work? Did you have her with you at the presbytery?
When she was small, I could. But when she grew up, she had to go. It wouldn't look right.
Why do you think you were too hard on her?
Yarko was an orphan, with no family and no possessions. Her only chance of a good life was a good upbringing. And then, a husband. But the more I led her in that direction, the more she resisted me.
You're well off, though. Couldn't you provide for her?
I couldn't. Even if she had been my very own. More so, since she was my brother's.
But how come?
The church's property always remains the church's. They keep a close eye on that.
How did she rebel against you?
She wouldn't listen. She ran away. She ran around with all sorts. And how did it turn out? She died. And in sin. Such a disgrace.
Disgrace? What the devil are you talking about?
She was pregnant! Even if she had lived, what then? Nobody would want to marry her anymore.
Who do you think killed her?
William, that pig of Satan. He gambles in the tavern on All Saints' Day and leads the locals astray. Yarka always went there to listen to music. I'm sure he got her with child.
Why do you think it was William? Do you have any evidence?
Evidence? He's a skirt chaser, a tool of Satan. He messes with poor girls' heads.
And does anyone else come to mind? No other man spoke with her?
No, absolutely not.
Why don't you respect Lumiere?
That's my business. You needn't concern yourself about that. I won't tell you anything.
But this is important. Do I look like someone who's asking out of curiosity?
Lumiere.
What?
Yes. He slandered me in public.
And how... What happened then?
It turned out he was deranged. How could he even think such a thing? He's finished in Kuttenberg.
I've heard enough, Father.
Son, I'll give you some good advice. Don't listen to Lumiere. That man has gone completely mad.
I would like to atone for my sins before God, Father.
I'm tempted to banish you from the holy ground, blasphemous child. Your repentance must begin as soon as possible.
I'll cleanse my soul with a pilgrimage.
Not far from Horshan, Perun Spring, as the locals call it, gushes from the ground. I'm not at all pleased with the heathen name. We must prove that it has no other meaning than that which comes from Christ, our Savior. Pray over the spring, loudly, so everyone can hear you.
What penance do you give me?
Recite the Lord's Prayer. Clasp your palms together with all your strength and ask God for forgiveness.
I'll make haste.
You can't hasten redemption.
Till we meet again.
Slowly. Nice and slow.
Slow down, you idiot!
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
God bless you, sir. Take care.
How can I help you, stranger?
Did Estanya work here?
Stanya? Maybe. It depends on who's asking.
My name's Henry.
Names don't interest me. The main thing is whether it's a good guest or a bad guest asking. What kind of guest are you, Henry?
I'm a good guest.
Really? Let's see. Do you know how to recognize...
By the fact he spends a lot of coin?
Aye. I like talking to them kind of guests. A lot. So, what'll it be?
I'll have something to drink.
Something? That'll be...
I want to know if Stanya worked here.
She did. And she don't know more. What's it to you?
I heard she disappeared without a trace. So I'm trying to find out if anyone had anything to do with it.
It's possible. The chamber she was sleeping in here was totally ransacked. The door open. Everything emptied out. And Stanya was gone. All I found were bloody footprints.
Tell me something else.
First, you'll have another beer.
What?
If you want to ask, you have to drink.
You're quite the extortionist.
I prefer to be called an enterprising man of trade. So, what'll it be?
I don't want to pay you any more. I think you could answer my questions directly and not always try to wheedle money out of me. That makes it look like you might have some motive for keeping me from finding out anything about that murder.
Nonsense. How could you think that? Come on. Ask me anything you want.
Did anybody see what actually happened when Stanya disappeared?
No, it was at night. Nobody saw or heard anything. The tavern tends to be empty at that hour. And you won't meet many people on the street, neither.
What was Stanya like? What can you tell me about her?
A bold woman. One has to be here. Everyone's ballsy here unless you nib it in the bud right away. She was hanging around a bard for a while. I don't know how close they were, but she also had another suitor.
Someone from the city?
No, a charcoal burner. I heard he was from somewhere in the, Verchlitz Valley. I think his name was Barton?
What do you know about that bard?
What about him? He's a minstrel, a skirt chaser. What more can I say? He called himself William. As far as I know, he plays in the Miners' Tavern in the evenings. But sometimes he shows up here, too.
You think he might have been the one who...
Now that you mention it, he cleared out of town for a while and only came back not long ago. It could be him, all right. I know he met with some odd people and talked about God knows what, like bloody spies. Besides, you know what minstrels are like. Lasses just flock to them. And like they say, opportunity makes the thief.
Or in this case, a murderer. Apart from those men, did anyone else know Stanya? I mean, more intimately.
Well, I got bad news for you. She had two close friends, but you won't get much out of either of them.
Why?
One was hit by a cart, even before Stanya disappeared. And she died. And the other one got married and moved away.
How did Stanya's room look?
The door was wide open. Most of her things were gone, but some remained. And there was blood all over the place.
Blood? Was there a lot?
Not so much, really. More like hand or footprints. But they were near everywhere. If someone done her in, they definitely didn't do it in that chamber.
Where can I find this Barton?
I already told you. In the Verchlitz Valley.
Could you be a bit more precise?
I don't know that bloke at all. All I know is he's a charcoal burner. So if I was you, I'd look somewhere around the charcoal kilns.
That's all I need to know.
Oh, I reckon she likes it.
Careful.
Are you Sternad? The one that went with Zdenna?
Who the fuck are you?
Just an ordinary bloke who has some questions.
Well then, piss off. You won't get any answers here. All you're gonna get here is a kick in the teeth.
Better men have tried it than a cock puller like you.
Cock puller? I'll fucking pull your cock clean off. You swine! Enough! I give up!
Well, had enough?
Fuck yeah, damn it. What the hell do you want from me?
Talk. Where's Zdenna?
The last time I saw her, it's a long time ago.
Hey, welcome
she
to the
scored
stream.
Big. Everyone was fucking jealous. She just needed to pawn it off.
And where did she go with her loot? Do you know?
Well, she had some kind of arrangement with this fella called Pint from the mill. The one called Rabstein. She always took the stuff to him.
Do you remember what she managed to steal?
Mainly jewels. Gold and silver. No bloody pewter. She had some fucking huge golden signet ring. A bloke could fuck for a whole month with something like that.
Do you know whose crest was on it?
I don't know. I'm no expert. But it were bloody expensive, that's for sure.
Do you know who she took it off?
She always said she found it on the street. That's because if the wrong ears hear it, you can end up in the shit. Or on the gallows, even.
Did she hang out with any men?
She liked to hang around with that crooner that plays for the miners in that tavern of theirs. Made him sing songs and that. Oh, and once she got in a quarrel with that fucking priest Prokop. That was a laugh.
Could she have run away with that bard?
I doubt it. He was a bit of a milksop. He tried to be all mysterious and played a tough fella. But you could see he was lying. And Zdenna could see right through him, I bet.
Why do you think so?
Because he was getting on my nerves. So I cornered him in a dark alley one time. He ran away so fast, I bet he shit himself.
And what about this priest? Why was he quarrelling with her?
I don't know. He was blabbering some shit about finding her a job, only she didn't want it.
Alright, so I'm super invested in this murder mystery. Somebody's out here killing bath maid girls with brown hair, like tearing off their hair, cutting their titties off, just bleeding them dry, cutting them wide open. It's crazy. Anywho. Like I was saying, so yeah, apparently a bunch of girls got killed it's the same way. Two girls are missing and we're just trying to figure it out. And we got a bunch of information. We need to talk to some bard. William. Then apparently we have to go down here. And then we have to go over here. At least they're all in order. And we got a huge update coming out tomorrow.
Easy, good horse.
And I think I'm gonna upgrade the PS5 to a PS5 Pro. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I think I'm finally gonna pull the trigger. I can't wait till they're done making the cathedral. And we can actually go inside and everything. I think that's the last DLC, so we got a long way before that.
Watch where you're going.
Slowly. Nice and slow.
Hell, I can't wait for the first one. Luckily, we're taking our time playing this game, so. By the time he gets here, and I'm gonna call it here in a little while. I don't like taking those corners really fast. I always run over somebody.
Refrain from sin. Satan is going round our city, and the only defense is...
Okay, where am I? I have to be close, right? Okay, there it is.
Hear tidings of what is happening in our city.
Oh, we need to sign up for the tournament too.
Whoa! Whoa!
Here you go, Hins. Eat up. Good day to you.
Nope, not in there. Maybe he is, but maybe he's not. Maybe he's over here. We're looking for a young man.
Today's a scorcher.
Oh wait, he's right here.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
Let me scare him a little bit.
I hear they have that local swill here.
Christ! It's William, right? I need to talk to you.
What is it? Do we know each other? Do I owe you money?
My name's Henry, and no, we don't know each other, and you don't owe me money. But we do have something in common. We have a lot of mutual friends.
What? What do you want of me? I don't have to talk to you.
You don't need to. I can go and chat with the guards instead. Tell them you're the one hurting those girls.
What? I don't have anything to do with any girls.
Really? You? A notorious skirt chaser? Do you think anyone will believe you?
I just got back to the city. I don't know what you're trying to pin on me, but whatever it is, I didn't do it.
But everyone remembers you. You better spit it out before someone points the finger at you.
Come on. All right, then. Ask away.
What's the hold-up, innkeeper?
Did you know Alice?
I know a lot of Alice's. You have to be more specific.
The one they found dead somewhere below the town walls.
Oh, her. I didn't know her, but I heard about it.
I heard she used to go to dances.
Yeah, and? I'm not the only musician in the city. I really didn't know her.
They say she had a rich young suitor. Do you know anything about that?
Me? Do I look rich to you? I get paid in food.
But you could at least pass yourself off as wealthy.
Or I could claim to be the Virgin Mary, but I doubt anyone would believe me.
And did you ever meet Yarka? It was a long time ago, but I heard she used to hang around you a lot. And Father Prokop didn't like it.
Oh, that one. Aye, she was very keen on my company for a while, but then she stopped coming.
Because somebody killed her?
I know what happened was a tragedy, but it wasn't my fault. She stopped talking to me long before that. Honest.
And did you know she was pregnant?
What? Yarka was... That's horrible. Who would kill a pregnant woman?
That's what I'd like to find out. What about the unwilling father-to-be? It wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
What? Mine? I never even got under her skirt. We just flirted a bit, and then she stopped coming by.
And can you tell me anything else about it?
I don't know anything. It was a long time ago. You said so yourself.
And I hear you knew Stanya.
Which one do you mean?
The alehouse wench from the hole. I heard you had something with her too.
Well, she batted her eyes at me a couple of times when I was still playing there. A nice girl, but I didn't know her much.
And the innkeeper Mole told me a different story. He said you were the one coming on to her.
Fine, we had a bit of fun together. But she was always the one who started it.
And aren't you just saying that because she left you?
Oh, come on! I could have any woman, if I wanted. The innkeeper must have got it mixed up. He's an old drunkard after all. If I was you, I wouldn't take him too seriously.
And what about Zdena? You knew her, right?
Do I know Zdena? As wild as the wind and always full of life. And those nimble fingers. You always had to check your purse around her.
Did she steal something from you?
A travelling minstrel doesn't have much to steal, but she was well aware of that. She was on the lookout for some better prey.
You don't happen to know who she wanted to rob?
There were lots. Anyone she thought was rich enough who let her ply her charms for a while. Like young von Groller. When he started coming here, she got to him right away. Said she was gonna rob him blind. Far as I know, she didn't succeed. If she robbed a noble like von Groller, word would get around. Look, why are you asking me about all this? You don't seriously think I killed her, do you?
Well, you did know them all.
And? I'm surely not the only one.
That may be true. But everybody knows you're a skirt chaser, and they were all pretty girls. And now, they're dead.
But I had nothing to do with it!
So you didn't do anything to them?
No! Why would I? What would I get out of it? It doesn't make any sense. It goes against God.
You dare invoke God?
I admit, I'm no saint, but for Christ's sake, I'd never kill anybody.
Good. I believe you. But if any clue leads me back here to you, I won't give you a second chance.
You won't hear about me again, I swear to God.
Alright. After listening to all that, and all the stuff that we've gathered so far, there's a couple things. First thing, the first victim, she was pregnant when she died. Now, for the latest victim,
be careful.
She had her tits slashed off and was ripped all the way down. So it makes me think that ripping her tits off lets you know that she must have had milk, so she was pregnant too. And we know that one of the other girls had a suitor, and the girl that was looking pickpocketing and stuff. And we know that the first girl worked for somebody of high nobility. So, and then this guy just talked about a noble. Something, I don't even remember the name.
Stay close to the others.
So what I'm thinking is, this dude would get these girls pregnant and then kill them. And we know he was strong because he would strangle these girls before doing the deed. So I'm thinking it's this noble guy. Doesn't make sense for the... It's not like he's getting... It's somebody who held a grudge against him. That's gruesome as hell. It's not some... I don't think it was the priest. I definitely don't think it was the priest. Doesn't make sense. I don't think it was this guy, the bard. That doesn't make sense either. The only thing that we don't know much about, but we have enough clues to point us to the other connection that they all had, is this noble person. So now we have to figure this out. Alright, so I think the best thing we could do is just head straight for this area, which I don't think we've ever been. I could fast travel here, which I'm going to do, and then work our way back, and then work our way forward the way we're supposed to go. You've been ambushed. A defenseless person is cowering as an armed man approaches his weapon drawn. Stop and get involved. I have to. I have to. Where's this defenseless person? Oh, I see him.
Fuck!
Come on. Good try, buddy.
Show your stuff.
It ain't over yet. Come on. Good job, Mutt.
Do it.
Oh, Mutt, you got in the way of our fight, buddy. Got him. We're a little bit hurt, but we're fine. Let's just make sure this lady's okay.
Sweet Virgin Mary. I thought I was a goner. A little longer and I'd... No, best not to think about it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I was happy to help.
Yep.
You did more than help. You're my guardian angel. Take this. I would have lost a lot if it wasn't for you. And thank you again.
Just looking at the one that said suppresses injury. I'm gonna take that.
Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah, that's where we found those two guys.
Quick!
Who were shooting their bows and stuff. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. I need to check the map, actually. And I'm not. I'm going the opposite way.
Quick!
Oh, wait. Let's do this.
Up!
There we go.
Go!
Nope, it's this way. Oh, it's this area. Yeah, I've been here. I've been here. I actually been all the way past it. So this makes sense. We're getting close.
Go!
Whoa! Whoa!
Charcoal people. Okay. Let's see who we can talk to.
Whoa!
Woodcutter.
At your service, sir.
Not him. What's your foreman? What about that guy right there? He looks important.
I need to ask you something.
I
Jesus,
don't have
blood.
time for that. Ask the foreman. You'll find him around here somewhere.
Thanks. Because I was just saying, that's the person I need to ask. I'm gonna put the... Go ahead and put the full helmet and everything on that one. Charcoal burner. This looks like the foreman. What's your foreman, dude?
Are you the foreman? I was told to speak to you.
If you're here for charcoal, you'll have to wait.
I'm not here about charcoal. I'm looking for Stanya, an alehouse maid from Kuttenberg.
Aha. And why are you looking here?
I heard she was consorting with some charcoal burner here.
Well, I don't know nothing about that. Who goes with who?
Somebody knows something. Charcoal burner. What are you? Somebody knows something. Barton, you know something, don't you? I can tell.
I'm looking for someone named Stanya.
You're in a charcoal camp, fella. What would a woman be doing here?
But you know Stanya, don't you?
Aye. You could say that. Why?
I'm looking for the killer of a girl in town. And I heard that someone also tried to kill this Stanya.
That's true. She told me something like that. But that was a long time ago.
So you don't know what became of her?
I really don't know, mate. But even if I did know, how can I be sure you aren't that killer?
I wouldn't be foolishly asking around for her then, would I?
Why not? How else would you find her?
Without getting seen by any witnesses.
What do you mean? What witnesses?
I mean you. If I tried anything, you'd remember me.
Well, that didn't occur to me. That would really be stupid of you.
I really only want to talk to her.
Sorry, but after all that happened to Stanya, I like to be careful.
So Stanya is here?
Aye. She's hiding with us. Since that thing happened, she's afraid to even go outside. I don't know what to do with her anymore.
Can I speak to her?
If it'll help you. She's hiding in that cottage, but be nice to her. She's in a bad way. She used to be such a gutsy girl. Till we meet again.
Okay, so we found one. One's alive. 1 out of the 6. Hello? There she is.
Who are you? How did you find me? If you came here to finish what you started, I'm not afraid of you. I'll claw your eyes out.
Don't be afraid. Barton told me where to find you.
Barton sent you to me. What do you want from me?
Explain, Henry.
Lumir thought you were dead. I was supposed to find out what happened to you.
Lumir? From the rat house. He sent you.
Exactly. Someone killed a girl in Kuttenberg. Lumir thought it might be connected with you, so maybe you could help us find out who did it.
How can I help you when I haven't been in Kuttenberg since... I don't even know when.
You disappeared from the hole in the wall without saying goodbye. Without a word. What happened?
Someone attacked me when I was coming home from the baths one night. I managed to get away, but I was so afraid. I decided to run away from Kuttenberg.
Did you see who it was?
Not at all. I didn't see anything until he jumped out of the shadows and grabbed me around the neck. And he was terribly
So
strong.
definitely the toilet.
I nearly blacked out right
So far,
away.
everything's working out
How
the way
did you manage to break free?
I had an empty pitcher in my hand, and I hit him with it. He howled and let me go, and I ran away.
Here? To the charcoal burners?
So it's the nobleman.
First to my room in the hole, but I was so scared there. I took what I could and ran. Here, to Barton.
And your lover? What did he say?
At first he was horrified, because I had cut myself on a shard from the pitcher and was all bloody. He's been hiding me here since then.
That actually makes sense.
What was it like working in the hole?
Well, I earned a few groschen, that I did, but I often had to grit my teeth.
How so?
Every single day I had to put up with their lewd remarks. Rich or poor, everyone wants to grope a girl. People, well, us girls have to watch out. We can't just put up with it, and sometimes we have to be tough, especially in a place like the hole. But you can't overdo it either. That's no good.
How so?
Because if you smile at them nicely, then sometimes they leave a groschen, or even 2. You have to keep a balance. To look friendly, but unavailable.
You said that rich or poor, they all like to grope girls. Like who?
Truth be told, the hole isn't exactly a good place for a rich man, but young von Groll used to go there for a while.
There it is.
Is
Von
that so?
Groll.
Did he talk to you?
He
Again,
smiled at me a lot,
his name came up.
so I smiled back, but beyond a few groschen, there was nothing more to it. Then this thieving wench started hanging around him and... Oh, it doesn't matter. But that servant of his didn't like it, tried to drive her away, and so the young lord stopped bringing him with him.
Von Groller had a servant with him.
Aye, a pudgy fella, well-dressed, but had a mean face. He never said a word or smiled, or even said thank you.
You walked home from the baths at night?
What's so odd about that?
Well, at night, the baths are...
Ah, right. I went there after closing. I always brought the girls a pitcher of wine or ale and took a bath while they drank it.
Ah. So that's why you had the empty pitcher you hit him with?
Right. I went there regularly. Every week.
The same way every time?
Aye, always the same way. The shortest one. I didn't want to stay out too long at night.
And who knew that you went by yourself to the baths?
Well, everyone from the tavern, I reckon. I didn't hide it.
Why didn't you go back to the hole?
Just to get murdered there? Are you mad? I'm never going back there. Not until they catch him.
Do you remember anything important about the attacker?
What he looked like? What he was wearing?
I don't know anything. It was at night. He grabbed me from behind, and then I ran and never turned back.
And what about when you hit him? What did he do?
He let me go and cursed.
Aha, and what did he say?
He said Scheisse in German.
Seems you're the only one to survive the killer's attack. I know it isn't easy for you to think about it, but try to remember something else about that moment, or when you were running away. Anything can help us, even if it seems insignificant.
I don't know. It's all like in a fog.
You were walking down the street. Did you notice anything before he attacked you?
No, nothing.
You didn't see anything or hear anything?
Actually, I knew the side street wasn't empty. I heard somebody talking, but when I looked, there was nobody there. So when somebody grabbed me, I completely froze.
Did you understand what they were talking about?
Not at all. But there were two voices. Two of them waiting for me there.
It's difficult, I understand. But I need you to think hard one more time. Aside from those voices and the empty street, what else do you remember?
I didn't hear him at all. And then he grabbed me.
And nothing else? Did he grab your hair?
Well, no. He grabbed me by the throat right away and squeezed. Just for a moment, but I still had a big bruise round my neck for weeks. Barton said the man must have had a terribly strong grip, like a miner or swordsman.
Couldn't it have been that innkeeper then? You yourself said he's a pig.
Aye, when he drinks, he turns into a total bastard. All lewd remarks and groping fingers. The lecher. Only when I got to my room, I could hear him snoring. It couldn't have been him.
Couldn't it have been Father Prokop?
Father Prokop? I don't know him.
Well, he's pretty old. He preaches in the Church of St. Peter and St. Paul.
I don't know him. And if he's an old man, how strong could his grip really be?
I heard William liked pretending to be a spy. Do you know anything about that?
Aye, I thought it pretty silly. A stupid trick to make himself seem more interesting. Though I reckon he's more likely to attract an ass-kicking than a woman.
How are you now?
I'm still awful scared. I can't fall asleep knowing that, and I can't even really leave the house.
I reckon that'll be all.
I'm sorry I'm not able to help you more.
You don't need to apologise.
Thank you. Could I ask you for a favour?
If it's in my power.
When you catch that bastard, would you please let me know? So I can finally stop being afraid.
I'll stop by if I can.
See you soon, my friend.
Well, that's that.
What's that? What are you poking around that door for, eh?
Calm down. I was just talking to you. Hey, buddy. You're back.
Look what I have for you.
Could use a little 20 piece, you know what I mean? Oh hell no, I'm not eating that. Alright, now we have to go check that. Oh, that other person and see the thief. So she was working on a big job that had to do with stealing something from the nobleman. She found the lick. She wanted to hit it real quick, but didn't work out the way she planned. And now she's on the run. Hopefully, we find her just like we found this girl. Quick and easy. Since we're here, we should probably wash our clothes, huh? I think I can wash them there. I like this road.
Quick!
Oh, it's not a road anymore. It was a road. Not anymore. Huh. Looks like we're here. Nothing in there. Oh, here we go, here we go. Not the hired hand, maybe the miller? Okay, we need to go inside then. Okay, I'm starting to think he's on the other side. Whoever we're meeting here. Okay, I don't know where. Oh, wait, there he is. Nope, never mind. Maybe it's this person. That guy over there. Yep, this is him.
Greetings. What do you want?
Are you Pine?
I am. Why?
I'm looking for his Denner.
I don't know any Stenner.
Sternad said something different.
You're a friend of Sternard's, are you?
God forbid. That's all I need. A friend like that bastard. But he was the only one who really knew Denner.
You're right there. Stenner was always cursing him. He was as lazy as a pig, but always wanted his share.
So you knew Denner? Can you tell me anything about her?
Yeah, where is she?
I know Stenner all right, but she ain't been here in some time. Why are you looking for her? What do you want from her?
I'm looking for her... Back in the city, they think she's either dead or run off somewhere. And you're the last person to see her before she went missing.
Whatever.
What can you tell me about Denner?
She always had it hard. She lost her parents and her home as a child. She had to learn to take care of herself.
And what about Sternad? How does he fit into this?
Sternard was her guardian angel, as she used to say. If she hadn't been thieving with him, she probably would have ended up a whore. But by sharing with him, she could do what she wanted.
Uh-huh. I'm surprised she stuck with him as long as she did.
That's because she had a hideout somewhere nearby. That's why she'd come to me with her loot, before they taxed her on the spot. And the last time she was here, she said one more haul like this, and she'll be able to go wherever she wanted. To Prague or Vienna.
I heard she wanted to sell you some valuables. Is that true?
Oh, aye. She had a good haul. No rubbish. Mostly jewelry, rings, one signet ring with a coat of arms and everything. She left it all here. I paid her a pretty sum of coin. It was a good thing she had a basket with her. Otherwise, she couldn't have carried it all.
And what about that signet ring? Do you still have it?
She didn't sell me the ring. She wanted to keep it. Said it'd bring her luck someday.
Do you know what kind of luck she meant? Did you recognize the signet on the ring?
No. I didn't recognize that signet. But all the while, Dana was giggling to herself. I reckon she had her eye on another mark.
Where did she go next from here? You said she had a lot of coin on her.
That she did. She also had a feeling someone was following her. Someone on a horse.
Someone followed her on a horse from Kuttenberg. Did she say what he looked like?
She didn't. At first, she thought it was some wealthy lord out for a ride. But he held back. Never passed by her and...
And did you see him? Did he come all the way here?
No. But Zdenna thought he would show. She even left her scarf here and paid some girl to walk around with it to make it look like she was still here.
And then where'd she go?
She wanted to go the back way, through the woods, so nobody could follow her. Past the woods is a road and a ford across a stream. Next to it is a huge boulder. When it rains, the water can rise fast. The road goes on to Kuttenberg.
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really someone following her, I reckon if they saw she was long in returning, they could have waited for her at the ford, no?
Fuck! That's quite possible. I made a point of looking, but I didn't see any riders that day, so I forgot about it.
Is Denna's scarf? Do you still have it?
Aye. I wanted to give it back to her the next time she came.
Yeah, Mike can track her.
I'll try having my dog track her down.
All the same to me. Here you go. But it's been a long time. I don't know if it will help.
Well, I'll go and check out that ford. Maybe I'll find something there.
I hope you don't. Farewell.
Go!
Let me make sure. Okay, so it's right across the water. I can just take the path. Yeah, this cut. There's no reason to stay on.
That has to be that ford Pike was talking about. We should take a look around here. This must be that basket of silver Zdenna was carrying with her. She wouldn't have just left that here. But where did it come from? Maybe it rolled down the hill?
And I think we found her.
Oh, poor thing. She didn't get very far. Ugh, she's been lying here a long time. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated as the others. Unfortunately, I can't tell if somebody strangled her like the others. She's been lying here too long for that, but her head is smashed in. Either the murderer hit her with a rock, or dashed her hard against the ground. She must have put up a fight. Or maybe he lost his patience. Oh, she's all stuck to her clothes. They're torn up, but I don't see any cuts. The rips are odd. Like someone was looking for something. Oh, I can't make much out by now, but it seems as if the fingers on her right hand are broken. Did the murderer torture her? Or was he trying to get something out of her hand?
Obviously the insignia.
Oh, my God. Oh, something fell out of her. A signet ring. Oh, that must be the one she stole.
Yep.
How did it get inside her? Did she swallow it herself? Or did the murderer shove it in there? Was she trying to hide it?
No, yeah,
Or was
she
it
was trying to
punishment for
hide
stealing?
it.
Well, that's enough. But what does it all mean? I'd say she put up a decent fight, and the killer had to improvise. And that's about all I can find out. She's probably been lying here a few weeks. But that ring is a good lead.
I wonder if she has her money on her. Doesn't look like I can. Oh look. What did I just open? Oh no, but this is her stuff, right? She's been here for a while. Because all her stuff is ran out. She doesn't have anything good though. So what am I opening? Like the log or something? That sucks. They did her dusty. But with that, I think we have all we... Let me look at the ring. Either way, it's a nobleman because of the ring. It's von Berghoff or whatever. Hold on. So Henry doesn't know the family crest. Of course he doesn't. But for sure that guy has to know. I'm gonna stop by that shooting range. Perfect time too. It's nighttime. I can shoot a little bit. Finish maxing out my bow. Ahead of you are two men bending over a corpse of a merchant. One of them is searching for the body. I haven't seen you yet. Let me see if I can get this one trophy. One shot, one kill. Alright, here we go. Look at that, first try, baby. Look, he's like, how did he die? He doesn't even know how it happened. He's about to find out. What's wrong, buddy? You're hurt? Oh no, my dog. Oh no, my dog. Hurry up, reload this thing. Right in the face. I aimed it a little too low last time, so I think I hit his chest. Oh, that's a kill. I don't really have room for anything, so I'm not gonna worry about picking up anything unless they have something that I'm looking for. Which I doubt it. Let me rob this poor guy.
Quick!
I think I can just run the rest of the way.
Quick! Go! Quick!
Let's cut this way.
Yeah. Quick!